Hey guys, today we're going to talk about my top 5 VFD games that I love in my collection. Now, VFD stands for Vacuum Fluorescent Display. And basically, if you look really close at a VFD display, you can see this little grid pattern in there. That's actually a little wire mesh that's over the top of the element. It's almost like a miniature cathode ray tube, like in an old TV. Basically, there's a coating of phosphors inside that little element, and there's little electrons that hit it from the back that make it glow. Pretty cool technology. And of course, you can have all kinds of different colors. And I love VFD display games. I always have. I like the LED games too, like the Mattel handhelds and stuff like that. But when the VFDs came out, I was in love. I still love collecting VFD games to this day. So let's start off with my number 5 pick. My number 5 is Turtles by Intex Electronics. This is a really fun and unique game. It's based on the arcade game of the same name. Basically what you have is you have a little mama turtle that runs around on the screen, and she's trying to find her little babies in the maze. Once she finds her baby, a house will appear, and you have to take that little baby turtle to the house and then start again. Each level you got to find so many babies to get them returned, and then once you find them all, you advance to the next level. Of course, some of these little boxes that have little question marks could hide the dreaded bugs that run around that maze as well. So you got to watch out for those guys. Now my number 4 pick in my collection, Frisky Tom by Bandai Electronics. Another arcade game based VFD tabletop. Really neat little arcade game. Has some very unique gameplay. I covered this in one of my earlier videos when I talked about Frisky Tom, the arcade game. But just to summarize again, basically you're playing the role of the hero, and you're trying to fix these pipes that are being broken by these mice. Well, you're trying to fix the pipes so your girlfriend can actually take a bath and a shower. It's kind of cool. Now, the VFD version of Frisky Tom has an extra element in it the arcade version didn't have. Basically, there's an extra ladder that will appear to make it a little bit easier to get to the different levels of pipes. Pretty fun little VFD game. Great to add to the collection. My number 3 pick in my collection, of course, is Coleco's Miss Pac-Man. This is awesome. I remember when these came out in the stores. I never did get one because I wasn't really into collecting games when this came out as much. I picked this up a few years ago. It's actually a really good VFD game. Pretty much it's the same game as the arcade Miss Pac-Man. Go around the maze, eat the dots, avoid the ghosts, all that good stuff. And of course the mazes do change on this one as well, so you'll have a different maze as you advance to the levels. Kind of cool for a VFD game to do that. Pretty awesome. My number 2 VFD in my collection, of course, is Tron by Tomitronic. This was a Christmas present that I got a long time ago when I was a kid. I just did a video on this talking about it for the Toy Tune podcast. What can I say about this game? It's freaking awesome. If you were to have maybe 1 or 2 VFDs only in your collection, this would be one of the ones I would have, most definitely. 3 different types of gameplay that's built into this, so you have 3 different levels you have to go through. A lot of fun. Has a real cool, clear, smoky case where you can see little circuit boards inside, which makes it pretty neat. I love this game. Can't say enough about it. And now for my number 1 VFD in my collection, of course, is Coleco's Galaxia. Love this little VFD game here. This was a Christmas present, again, a long time ago. And what's neat about this is it has some really nice colored elements in here. It kind of looks like the arcade game a little bit. Also has a neat 2-player mode where you go head-to-head. It also has a built-in Space Invaders mode as well. So besides having Galaxia, you have like a Space Invaders game in here, and you do head-to-head gaming. Kind of neat for a VFD of the day. Really great game. Love this thing. So that's my top 5 VFDs in my collection. What are some of yours? Put some comments in the notes below, in the show notes below, or actually make a video and link to the notes below, sharing what your favorite VFD games are. Thanks for watching.
That's all.